What's up YouTube? It's Chaotic Team Gaming, Sam here. Bring your deck profile on Dragunity September 2012 ban list. Um, a lot of people reckon that Dragunity's a donk now just because of Brionic being banned. It killed a lot of the loops, but it's still a really good deck. But before I get on with the deck profile, I'm going to show you guys just a Pojo page. Like, I hear people say a lot the deck looks good on paper. Um, I like do articles on Pojo just because they're fun too, but my opinion, this deck looks really good on paper. Thumbs up if you guys agree. It's me, TG Striker, on Pojo. Alright, so now we're going to go over to the deck profile on DN page. Right, so we're going to be running one Blackwing Zapdos Elite. I could run Call of Haunteds because this guy's really good at bouncing Call of Haunted, but what I mainly use him for is setting up with Dragon's Ravine, because you can use its effect and ditch this, then bounce Ravine back to hand, special summon this, and then activate Ravine again, go again, search. It's a really nice play. The deck, as it says over there, it uses the same theory as Gadget: simplification, control, advantage. Just remember that. 3 Dragunity Ducks, along with your 3 Phalanx, makes the main engine of the deck, just the synchro stacking engine with Vagiano. And then we have 3 Dragunity Legionnaire, which you use to make the deck like Insectors with your 2 Dragunity Acklys, just popping off the opponent's stuff. Like, I mean, this deck, Dragunities do lose to back row, but this deck has so much removal, it's not funny. Like, you'll usually be attacking with an open field, it's so awesome. And then you're running the Dragunity Armor Mistletoe at 2. It's really nice. If you guys don't know, the easiest way to get him out is just go Darks into Phalanx, special summon Phalanx, sync to Vagiana, special summon Phalanx, and then sack Phalanx to special summon Mistletoe. Or fuck that thing, man. It's annoying. Or even when it's in the spell trap zone, you can send it, but you might as well just get it to the monster zone, and then you overlay for like Constella M7 or Bouncer or something. So nice play. And then one red MD just helps loop out these guys, just makes the deck way more consistent. It's a really good card. Sucks he's down to 1, that and Brionic kinda. Everyone thought the deck was dead, but it's far from it. Now running the triple Dragon's Ravine. The main search, draw power of the deck. It's really good. Massive consistency. And with that, 2 terraforming. I used to run 3 because this Dragon Ravine's the only field spell that doesn't make the 3rd terraforming dead afterwards, but it's really good because I use 2 and now I use 1 duality instead of and duality's gone down to 2, so you can afford to use 1 since it's at 2. People used to be like, use at least 2, otherwise it's not worth it, but now 1 just adds the consistency. A little bit extra consistency really helps the deck out a lot. 1 Pot of Avarice. Pot of Avarice is really busting this deck because you load the grave so quickly with your Foolish Burial and your Dragon Ravine. Foolish Burial, I'll usually just hit off Ackley's Phalanx or Zephyros, but it's up to you usually, but that's really the only decent targets. 1 Heavy Storm, 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, and 2 Night Beam. That's the removal. I mean, that's enough removal against any deck, like even, I don't know, Dino Rabbit, like 15 traps that will get you through that, along with the Legionnaires and whatnot. Now, and then 1 Monster Reborn. Now, the reason I'm not running the cards for consonants is I just don't think it's needed in this build. This isn't really a turbo FTK loopy OTK build, it's just more of a control based build. Like, I could change this back row a lot, but I'm not going to, so I've got 2 Mirror Force set 2, might as well abuse it. 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device, which I'm considering taking out for Turkers attack, but Compulse gets over Zen mains and whatnot. Stolen Brigades for control, 2 Bottomless, and then 1 main deck Chain Disappearance. Contemplating changing that into a Starlight Road, but the 1 Chain Disappearance really takes a lot of decks off guard, especially if people are still thinking Tour Guide works and all the Gen X Atlanteans coming into play next weekend when the structure's released. Then everyone's going to be running the Triple Diva. You can chain D off a Diva play and really messes up the deck. Same thing if a tall guy play with wind-ups and Zectors, you'd thrash all those decks. Agents, they all auto-lose to Chain D. And then we're going to go for the extra deck. We got one Mistworm, one Dragunity Knight Gadiarg with Zephyros. He's not as good as he used to be, but now he's alright to use at one. 3 Dragunity Knight Varjana, main engine with the Phalanx and Darks there. 1 Hyper Librarian, 1 Catasta, just Catasta is good. Hyper Librarian for plussing. 2 Stardust Dragon, just 1 will be good. I'll only keep it at 2 even if I use Starlight Road, because yeah. But you bring that out with Crimson Blade and it's pretty much game. Oh my god, I timed out an activity. Hang on guys, hold up. That's so gay. Wow. I never thought that would happen in a video. I think they changed the time, but oh well. Alright, that's Machine Gagia. Let's go to Dragunity. So we're up to 2 Stardust, 1 Scrap Dragon. The main Scrap Dragon plays, you do the Varjana Loop, and then you sack off the Dragon's Ravine to +1. That's mainly pushing the game. 1's card is OCG only, but Crimson Blader, auto win against Chaos Dragons. If this card destroys an opponent sponsored by battle and sends to the graveyard, your opponent cannot normal summon special summon level 5 or higher during the next turn. And a lot of opponents assume that means scores, so you usually win. And it's got your Constellate M7 for bouncing back. It's a really good card. 1 Gaia Dragon for after you use the effect of, say, a Tomb or Constellar, then you just go straight into him. 1 Entomb just to get out your Red MD, which gets out your Mistletones and whatnot. And then 1 Balancer just for negation. Really bust. And then side deck, the side decking strategy with this is you pretty much work out what they're using. You pretty much work out what deck they're using. No, this shouldn't come back out now. And then decide accordingly with Prohibition. But game 1 you keep them out. So you go 1 Chimera Tech and 2 Cyber Dragon. That's against Machinas, Karakuris, Gagia, Gadgets. And they have 2 Gemini Imps and 2 Soul Drain for against Dark World. It really kills Dark World. 2 Prohibition, you decide against everything. 2 Soul Taker, anything that has a boss monster that you're finding it hard to get over. 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, not really even needed this format. The Darks aren't that big, but they'll get there when the Dark Elemental Lord comes out. So I'm just going to keep them in the side. And you see a lot of Rogue and Zector decks and whatnot. And then 2 Light Imprisoning Mirror. Oh yeah, both of them thrash Chaos Dragons and whatnot. Chaos Dragons, Light Spawn, Monster Mash, Agents, Constellars win the TCG. And then 2 Soul Drains, just crushes Graveyard and Banished decks. It's really nice. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the deck profile. Just like and comment if you actually want to see gameplay. I mean, I can put up gameplay from DN if you want me to. Might get around to doing that. But I'm just going to stick to doing some deck profiles, getting more views and subs on my channel. I'm not doing well, I got 10 subs today. So yeah, cheers guys, it's been really useful you guys have subbed.